Are you ready to enhance your magnetism without saying a word? In this video, we delve into the intriguing realm of Stoicism and how it can elevate your charm and appeal without uttering a single word. Number 1. Be honest and true to yourself. Being real is one of the most important parts of being silently beautiful. Before you can be truly attractive and quiet, you need to be okay with who you are. Stoicism tells us to let go of things we can't change and focus on the things we can. This is also true for how we see ourselves. You can't change how other people see you or what they think about you, but you can change how you see yourself. Do not try to change who you are to fit what other people want you to be. Instead, accept who you are at your heart. If you want to look good, you should first know who you are. This means that the key to personal growth and attractiveness is to know and accept your real self. Being honest with yourself gives off a calm confidence that makes people want to be around you. It's easy to give in to the pressure to fit in, especially since society is always showing us pictures of what it means to be successful or beautiful. But Stoicism tells us to fight this urge and be strong in what we believe and what we value. Being honest with yourself not only keeps you honest, but it also gives you a mysterious and deep quality that people find interesting. Being on the side of the majority is not the point of life. The point is to avoid becoming one of the crazy people. You build an inner strength that is quietly attractive when you stick to your ideals and don't change them to fit in. Being happy with who you are gives off a quiet confidence that doesn't need to be said out loud. It's charming when someone is this sure of themselves because it comes from being real. Being proud or drawing attention to yourself isn't the point. The point is to be happy with who you are. People naturally like people who are sure of themselves and don't need other people to approve of them. Being real and sure of yourself speak louder than words when you're alone. People can tell when someone is being honest, and they are more likely to be interested in someone who is honest and not trying to be cool. Being honest with yourself makes you a quiet source of power that people can't help but be drawn to. Number 2. Show up. Another important part of silent beauty is being present. Being present means you're really paying attention to the people around you, which makes a deep link that doesn't need words. Being fully aware of the present moment without judging it is what mindfulness is all about. In other words, it means focusing on the present moment instead of dwelling on the past or the future. Stoicism tells us to pay attention to the present because it's the only time we can really change. What makes people truly happy? To enjoy the present without worrying about what might happen in the future. According to this theory, we should live in the present, enjoy life as it happens, and be fully engaged in the here and now. When you practice awareness, you pay more attention to the people and things around you. Being aware of these things helps you handle events calmly and clearly, instead of reacting without thinking. People will think you are interested in them when you are fully present, which makes you more beautiful in a deep and subtle way. Active listening is one of the most important ways to be present. During a chat, don't think about what you're going to say next or let your own thoughts get in the way. Instead, pay full attention to the person who is talking. Listen to more than just what they say. Hear how they feel and what they mean. Being able to actively listen is a rare skill that can make you very beautiful if you practice it. People like people who listen because it makes them feel like they are important and heard. When you stay quiet and let other people talk, you build a bond that goes beyond simple interactions. It takes time to be present. You don't have to rush to fill the silence with words when you're alone. You can let things happen naturally. People like this kind of patience because it shows that you're at ease with yourself and the situation, even if it's strange or uncomfortable. The Stoics thought that patience was very important, especially when working with other people. Being patient and letting other people talk or do something at their own pace shows that you are cool and collected, which is quietly compelling. Many people are interested in people who can stay calm and present even when things are tough. We often forget to enjoy the present moment when we are focused on our goals and accomplishments. Socrates says we should enjoy the present moment because it's all we have. Focusing on the present moment not only makes your life better, but it also makes you more appealing to other people. People find it appealing when you are fully present because you seem calm and in control. You are not thinking about the past or worrying about the future. Instead, you are fully present in the present. There is a strong, quiet pull that draws people to this presence. People from different backgrounds can connect and laugh at the same things. But when it comes to silent beauty, it's not about being the funniest or loudest person in the room. It has to do with finding modest, thoughtful ways to enjoy humor that are true to who you are. It takes a lot of wit and intelligence to pull off subtle humor, which is often more powerful than direct jokes. Stoicism, which stresses self-control and knowledge, tells us to use humor in a way that makes us think and feel. Don't try to be the center of attention. Instead, use fun to make people laugh or make a point without being too much. According to Marcus Aurelius, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. This means that the way we think and see the world shapes who we are. When you keep a happy and funny attitude about life, it shows in the way you treat other people. Humor that isn't loud or trying to get attention doesn't have to be subtle. You can share your happiness with others in a natural and easy way by finding joy in the little things. People like this kind of humor because it shows that you are at ease with yourself and can find humor in important situations. People can connect with each other more easily through humor, which breaks down boundaries and lets them connect on a human level. But when talking about silent attractiveness, it's important to be funny in a way that is polite and open to everyone. Don't use humor that makes fun of other people or that could be taken the wrong way. Stoicism tells us to be kind and respectful to other people, and this includes how we use comedy. Being aware of how your humor affects other people can help you use it to make people feel good. This kind of fun not only makes you look better, but it also helps you connect with people more deeply. Being able to find happiness in everyday things is one of the most beautiful traits a person can have. This kind of happiness spreads easily and doesn't need loud laughs or big actions. The idea is to enjoy the little things in life and share that happiness with others in a quiet and understated way. The Stoics thought it was important to be happy with the present moment, no matter what else was going on in the world. People are drawn to your sense of inner peace when you find fun and joy in the little things. This kind of quiet happiness is appealing because it shows that you don't need approval from other people to be happy. To be funny is to hurt people. People can come together through it. But if it's used wrong, it can also drive people apart. To be beautiful when you're alone, use humor to laugh with other people instead of at them. This means using humor to bring people together and help them understand each other instead of to put others down or criticize them. Stoicism tells us to think about how our words and actions affect other people. When you use humor in a way that is welcoming and upbeat, you make a good mood that draws people in. This kind of humor is quietly beautiful because it shows that you care about other people. Number 4, take good care of yourself. One important part of being attractive and quiet is taking care of yourself. You have to think about more than just how you look. Your mind, body, and soul really matter. When you put yourself first, you automatically give off a positive vibe and confidence that people like. This kind of beauty isn't flashy or loud. It's a steady, quiet presence that makes people want to be around you. You show how much you respect yourself by how you take care of your body. Stoicism says that taking care of our bodies is a job because they are our temples. It was Marcus Aurelius who said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This quote helps us remember that we can't change the world, but we can determine how we care for ourselves. A healthy diet, regular exercise, and enough sleep are all important for physical health. These habits not only make you look better, but they also make you healthier and give you more energy. When you're physically healthy, it shows in how you stand, move, and even how you carry yourself. There's something slightly attractive about this quiet confidence that lets people know you value and respect yourself. Achieving ideal or following shallow beauty standards is not what physical health is all about. It's about being strong, healthy, and happy with how you look and feel. Taking care of your body with this attitude gives off a calm, confident vibe that is beautiful in its own way. Being physically healthy is important, but to really be attracted to someone, you also need to take care of your mind and emotions. Stoicism stresses how important it is to be at peace with yourself and strong emotionally. If you want to handle life's challenges with grace, remember Epictetus's words. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This Stoic principle tells us that we are in charge of our thoughts and feelings. Mindfulness, meditation, and writing in a journal are all forms of mental self-care. Clearing your mind, focusing on the present, and getting to know yourself better are all helped by these tasks. When your mind is clear and focused, you give off a calm vibe that people find appealing and relaxing. On the other hand, emotional self-care means recognizing your feelings and working through them in a healthy way. Stoicism shows us how to accept our feelings without letting them rule us. By taking care of your emotions, you can learn to stay calm even when things are tough. Many people find emotional strength beautiful because it shows that you can handle the ups and downs of life with grace and respect. Another important part of taking care of yourself is spiritual self-care. The Stoics thought that being spiritual meant lining up with the natural order of the world and living in a way that was good and logical. He wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Therefore, guard accordingly, and take care that you entertain no notions unsuitable to virtue and reasonable nature." Taking care of your spiritual self can look different ways based on your views and values. It could mean spending time in nature, being thankful, or doing things that give you a feeling of purpose and satisfaction. Being kind to your soul makes you feel connected to something bigger than yourself, which makes you happy and at peace. There is a deep and lasting sense of purpose in this spiritual calmness, which makes it quietly appealing. Setting and sticking to healthy limits is another important part of taking care of yourself. Stoicism teaches us to treat others and ourselves with care by being clear on what we believe and what we can't do. A person is not free if they are not in charge of themselves. This means that you can only be truly free and respect yourself if you know your limits and don't let other people cross them. Putting limits on other people is a way to take care of your own mental, social, and physical health. It means being clear about what you want and need and saying no when you need to, without feeling bad or stressed. Other people will respect you more if you respect yourself enough to set limits. People like this kind of quiet confidence because it shows that you are sure of yourself and in charge of your life. Taking good care of yourself also means committing to always getting better. The Stoics thought that growing as a person and mastering yourself were very important. In the words of Seneca, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." This Stoic concept reminds us that taking care of ourselves is not a one-time thing, but a journey through life that leads to growth and understanding. There are many ways to improve yourself, such as by picking up new skills, following hobbies, or doing things that challenge and inspire you. You should try to be the best version of yourself, not to impress other people, but for your own happiness and satisfaction. People find you more attractive when you are dedicated to your own growth. This is because they can feel your drive and love for life. To take good care of yourself, you need to keep all the parts of your life in balance. Stoicism shows us how important it is to keep things in check and moderate. He said, "Observe how all things are continually being born of change." Teach yourself to see that nature's highest happiness lies in changing the things that are and forming new things after their kind. Being self-aware and disciplined are needed to balance your physical, mental, social, and spiritual needs. It means knowing when to push yourself and when to rest, when to hang out with other people and when to be alone, and when to work hard and when to take it easy. By keeping this balance, you make your life more peaceful and satisfying, which makes you more appealing to other people. Number 5. Don't always be ready to talk. If you use silence on purpose, it can be very strong. You can watch, think, and respond with more clarity and wisdom when you do this. There are times when quiet is more powerful than words. People are drawn to it because it gives them a sense of calm, confidence, and control. If you're not always ready to talk, you make room for other people to say what they want, which makes you more interesting and appealing. We can listen twice as much as we talk because we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. When you listen more and talk less, you understand other people and things around you better. When you do decide to speak, this knowledge helps you do so more effectively, giving your words more weight. Without a doubt, there is something beautiful about someone who doesn't feel the need to talk in every pause. You give off an air of wonder and intrigue by not being ready to talk all the time. People naturally like people who don't tell you everything about themselves right away. These people want to know what you think and are more likely to value your thoughts if you share them. There is quiet power in this puzzle. It means you're happy with who you are and don't need constant approval from other people. The Stoics thought that this kind of inner strength showed that a person was in charge of their thoughts, feelings, and deeds. You show that you are thoughtful with your words and sure of yourself when you are silent when you are not ready to talk. Being silently sure of yourself is a big part of being beautiful in a strong and subtle way. The Stoics knew very well that words have power. They taught that words should be used carefully and in small amounts. It's more important what you say when you speak less. When people know you only talk when you have something important to say, they pay more attention. This appreciation for the worth of words makes you a better speaker. If you decide not to talk unless you have to, you can escape the problems that come with meaningless chatter. Being distant or cold doesn't mean this. It means being picky about what you say. People are more likely to value your words if you value them yourself. This selective communication makes you more desirable because it shows that you are thinking about what you say and how you say it. Being able to listen is one of the most beautiful traits in a person. You can really listen to other people when you're not always ready to talk. This kind of listening not only helps you understand other people better, but it also makes them feel like they are important and valued. People are pulled to those who listen because it makes them feel like they are being understood and heard. Stoicism teaches us that one of the most important parts of being wise is understanding other people. You can learn more about other people's thoughts, feelings, and goals if you listen more and talk less. You can react in more caring and understanding ways now that you understand them better. Listening well and not always being ready to talk makes you a trustworthy and beautiful person to be around in any social setting. Stoic thought places a lot of value on patience and self-control, which are needed when you're not always ready to talk. It is simple to join in chats, fill voids, and talk without considering. But being strong means being able to hold back, wait, and think carefully about what you say. The Stoics thought that controlling oneself was the key to living a good life. You show that you are in charge of your feelings and impulses by being careful with what you say. People like this kind of control because it shows that you are not easily swayed by outside forces or the need to feel good right away. Instead, you are careful, deliberate, and thoughtful in what you say and do. The Stoics believed that silence was a good way to calm down. You make room for this peace in your life by not always being ready to talk. This inner peace is appealing because it spreads outward, making the soothing presence that people find comfortable. A big part of being silently beautiful is being able to not always be ready to talk. You need to be able to control yourself, be patient, and know how important words are. By being quiet when you talk, you create an air of wonder. Show respect for the power of silence and improve your relationships with other people. Stoicism has taught us that this kind of quiet strength is not only beautiful, but it also makes our lives more peaceful and satisfying.